honor for me and a privilege to introduce David James Hawley. Let me tell you a little bit about him. David James Hawley III was selected among many students to be this year's student speaker. His story is one of not only high academic achievement, but of adversity and perseverance. He will be transferring to the University of California at Berkeley in the fall, and he is graduating from City College of San Francisco with a 4.0 GPA. So please welcome David James Hawley III.
Come on. All right. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load. Or does it explode? These words from Langston Hughes express much of what I'm going to talk about today. And you might be asking yourself, hey, what's a poem about the decay of Harlem or the bitter struggle for civil rights have to do with this nervous, tall, old white guy like myself? Well, struggles can come in many forms. Our struggles and how we respond to them are what truly define our character. You see, that poem is of particular significance to me because the first time I read it, I was in jail. And that's where an extremely chaotic childhood and 20 years of hardcore drug addiction had firmly deposited me. I was so moved after reading that poem that I broke down and wept. And I asked myself, is this what happened to a dream deferred? A dream that had been vulgarized and abandoned for so long that it was now confined to a prison cell. I'd always been overwhelmed by the question, hey Dave, what are you going to be when you grow up? And as the years rolled by without an answer, that question really did sag like a heavy load. So this poem was like a lightning bolt that struck me dead in my tracks. It forced me to evaluate myself and recognize that I really had to start doing things differently. So right then and there, in jail, reading that poem over and over again, I made a decision that I was going to make something of my life. And, well, so I came to City College, and the transformation started immediately. What struck me right away was that there were people here who went out of their way to help me. People like Alvin Jenkins and Zarina Razik, and Dr. Raymond Fong over there. They got me into EOPS and the Second Chance program way past the deadline. Same thing with Chris Schaefer at the Hearts program. These were folks who genuinely cared, and they went above and beyond to help me out. And I just need to take a moment to say that my success here in no small way reflects the efforts of these people, and if nothing else, it's my hope that being up here today is testimony to the value of these programs, to this institution, and to the community at large. So what happened was I saw so many people dedicated to the service of others, expressing unconditional positive regard for everybody. It just fundamentally changed the way I looked at myself and my role in the community. And as this was happening, there were similar transformative experiences occurring in the classroom, the interesting, engaging ways teachers like Tim Kilkelly and Daniel Archer presented the information, the way they interacted with students, and the way they made themselves so available. It just helped me realize that I too would like to become a teacher. Yeah. So what that means is, finally, after so long, I know what I'm going to be when I grow up, and I got that here. Yeah. It is not a dream deferred anymore. It's happening right now, as I imagine it's happening for many of us graduates here today. All right. Senator Orrin Hatch once said, "There is a good reason they call these ceremonies commencement exercises. Graduation is not the end, it's just the beginning." I love that quote, but how many people out there are as surprised as me that anything that intelligent ever came out of Orrin Hatch's mouth? Seriously, Ms. Pelosi, you must know Orrin. Do you think he was capable of saying anything so insightful? I mean, tell me the truth. Okay, well, you know what? Old Orrin is right, though. This is not the end. It's just the beginning, because there will always be struggles. Now the struggle is not me overcoming my personal obstacles. It's about struggling to preserve that what I got here continues to be given. City College, as you all probably know, has shed classes every semester I've been here. EOPS has had to eliminate many of the services that they provide, and pretty much everybody will tell you that as bad as it is, it looks like it's only going to get worse. The small investment that was made in me and all of us graduates here today will pay huge dividends in the future. You know, for me, instead of being someone in jail, draining the state's resources, now I'm in a position to contribute. And how cool is that? You know? Yeah. So that's why it's so absolutely essential that we protect this institution. City College is a special place. It's a place that's open to everybody, regardless of your race, your gender, your socioeconomic status, or even your age. It is so inclusive, and it is so diverse, and it reflects the best elements of our society. It's a place for some of us to get a second chance, or for some of us to develop our first. And I know I'm not the only one who agrees with what I'm about to say. My time here at City College has been the best and brightest 2 years of my life, and because of all that's happened here, I know that it's only going to get better. And I want to thank everybody for letting me speak. Thank you.